Hello, this is Imi from iTradeAIMS, AIMS Stress-Free Trading. This is my Sunday analysis. In this video, I will be looking at several different Forex charts. So I do my stocks and Forex charts analysis every Sunday, and I publish the video every Sunday. Usually what I do is that I go through all my Forex pairs and then I find which ones are setting up, which ones are producing setups. But today, due to lack of time, I've done my analysis in the background, and with the help of a scanner, I was able to point two very good setups that might set up tomorrow. So we're going to discuss CAD yen and the euro yen. So the first one is CAD yen, and before I show you that, I will show you. So this week I shared my stock scanner with you, and today I will show you that we can also run those scanners, or a similar type of scanner. We can develop a scanner using the TradingView platform for Forex markets as well. So I have developed a scanner for my Forex market. So as you know, you can change. If you haven't watched that video, links in the description. Watch the video for my stock scanner for this Forex scanner. And if you know a little bit about the scanners, you can run them on different time frames. So if you look at this button, when you change that, it gives you, it scans those charts based on that time frame. So let's suppose we are looking for a setup one on the daily chart. So I will select this, and we don't want to go to exotic pairs. This is the TradingView platform will give you hundreds of different combinations and all the different markets. So if you click exotic, there's going to be hundreds of them, and those are the pairs that we don't really trade. Your Forex broker probably don't even quote them, but the major and minors will do. So when I ran the scanner, I have 9 currencies that are potentially showing something that I can add to my watch list. And after doing that, for example, we have these 9 pairs, and what I see is, yes, it is showing me a potential setup one, so the Australian dollar CAD, but it's not ready yet. So let's go to the next one. If you look at the Australian dollar CHF, if you know what a setup one is, where we look for a peak of AO and then cross of zero line, we have the purple correct and the gator sleeping and box is tight. This is a setup one where we can go long above that box and target these areas. So in doing so, I have found a couple of setups. So let's go to the 4-hour chart. I'm going to cut this short, and on the 4-hour chart I had 6 pairs, so it would take 6 seconds for me to check them. So let's change the scanner to 4-hour, but don't forget to also change the chart time frame, because then it will confuse you. So if you look at it, we have 6 markets that are potentially setting up as setup one. Now this one, we have the AO below the zero line, we have the gator sleeping, but it's not quite ready because the box is tight. Let's go to the next one, and CAD yen is the one that is set up with a perfect setup one. So you have a 3 up and a 4 down. You have 3 up and 4 down. And I will also throw in a picture of, and this is how you see it on the MT4 chart. So let me also show you how it would appear on our with our indicators on the MT4 platform. So if you look at the daily chart, we have a nice cherry signal. So we have a price that broke the highs of those and pulled back to this box level, as you can see, this box level, and then we have a cherry signal, and price has not broken the high of cherry but actually has gone sideways, and that creates a setup one on the 4-hour chart. So it's still intact. The entry would be above the box here, the first target will be here, and the second target will be where we will draw target zone 1, which I have done already. So I have published this idea on the TradingView. If you follow me on the TradingView, you'll be able to get a notification for these ideas. So that's the second idea actually, which we're going to discuss. Before that, it's the CAD yen idea. So the CAD yen, I have done my technical, the quick 10-second analysis on the daily chart, and also I've also done that on the 4-hour chart, as you can see here. So let me show you a little bit more. So we can see on the 4-hour chart using the 10-second Elliott Wave AO, as you saw on the MT4 chart, we have it printed already. So this shows it's a 3 and that's a 4. We're going into a 5. Come back to the TradingView, what we can see is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that anything above this when price hits that level, this will be your first target, and the second target is just very close up there. You can also have a third target based on this analysis. So if you look at it and we go down, see there's a nice pullback on the daily chart, and also notice where my cursor is. So as you can see, there's a 3 candle pullback on the daily chart, which has also created a beautiful setup one on the 4-hour chart. And so our first target, ideally, first and second target is these levels, and your third target actually could be all the way up there, those levels. But if we take a trade here, so let's say we take a 1 ratio risk here. So if you take a trade here, let's say, and you take about this much risk, have your stop loss somewhere below the green line, then your 2-hour target is just around target zone 1. So if let's suppose price comes here and we close half here, then we can pursue the third target, put it up there, which would allow us even a bigger target. That would become overall a 1 ratio 3.5 trade, but we'll see what it does around this level and then if it goes up. So that's an idea from the daily and the 4-hour chart. The daily is moving up with the pullback. The 4-hour has a 3-4. So that's one idea. And the next one I found, let's go back to the scanner. So let's just go through these 6 charts. So as you can see, I don't see a nice, lovely setup here. Ice cream man selling ice cream. I don't know if you can hear it. So there's nothing on this. Euro dollar is not creating anything either, and nor is. So I've done the analysis already, so I thought I'll just quickly make the video of these two. So then if I change the time frame to, let's say, hourly chart, I only have 2, and don't forget to change this to 4-hour and this to H1. Only then you will see the real impact. So as you can see, in similar fashion, you have the 4-hour chart with the gator open, price pulling back to it, and meanwhile it is setting up. So the New Zealand dollar CAD, or the CAD New Zealand dollar, would be setting up. And this is the New Zealand dollar yen. So the New Zealand dollar yen is also setting up, but not quite a setup, not right now. So now let's do a quick analysis on the 15-minute chart and see if you can find something there. What do we have? We have 7 matches. So if you go to change this to the hourly chart and this one to the 15-minute chart, what it would show you is that it is probably setting up, it will pick pairs that are setting up around this time, like now. But this is not useful. This scanner is not useful right now because we will only be trading around the Frankfurt Open. So if it was Frankfurt Open, then I can run scanners which are good for intraday. So anything below the hourly, I will run it around the time when I'm ready to trade. So let's suppose at Frankfurt Open I run this and I have 3 or 4 pairs that come up. I can quickly go there and see which ones I want to trade. Now the next idea, we have the Swizzy here. It's kind of setting up, but obviously there will be 8 hours left. So you'll have to wait for it. The next idea that I found was actually on the daily chart. Let me go to the daily, and I'm going to bring Euro Yen. And we have the idea about Euro Yen for the hourly, using the hourly and the 4-hourly, the hourly and M15 chart. So this is what we call the famous setup. So the famous setup is, I usually find it like so. Let me go to the daily chart. I'll hide these. So as you can see, what I saw was a very strong trend candle here, right? And then with a slight pullback, which creates the wick. And these candles gives me an opportunity to actually predict that on the 15-minute chart at the Frankfurt Open, there could be a setup one. But there are conditions. So I published this idea as well. Let's go to that. So the idea here is that on the daily chart, price is going down. This could be the level. This is a pivot zone, the high and the low. So price might test those levels again after Frankfurt Open, but it will depend on the condition. If the market stayed sideways within the proposed box on the chart, which you will see in a bit, then it will turn into what I call the setup one, and you know what a setup one is. Short trades will be taken at the European Banks Open, which is the Frankfurt Open, 8 p.m. Central Europe, Germany time, or 7 a.m. UK afterwards, almost probably at the London Open. So if you look at it now, from this point of view, where's the other chart? I don't see it. Okay, let's go to that chart. We'll bring that to the M15 and we'll bring those drawings again. So the purpose of the drawing is this. So I've done the wave analysis, that's 1, 2, this is 3. Now if price, and this is ghost feed, it's not the real feed because obviously markets are closed right now. So if the market stayed sideways within the Asian session, creating the pancake tight box, and if it stayed sideways, then this is the setup that it would create. This would go sideways, and we will put a pending order here, 124.64, and we'll have a target point just around here at 124.25. And this will be a quick trade. When it reaches these levels, we can close half and bring stop loss to break even, and then let the rest run. So these are the two ideas, CAD yen and the euro yen, and let's see what happens. See you in the next one.